Okay, this is fluid power part 1. And fluid power has to do with any time we're talking about a fluid. And remember that a fluid includes both a liquid and a gas. If we're talking about a liquid, we're talking about hydraulics. And if we're talking about a gas, we're talking about pneumatics. You may be familiar with like hydraulic brakes or pneumatics used in different places. Fluids are useful because we can get a lot bigger force and variations. It's easy to control. We get a lot of power with a low weight. And we can get low speed torque. Here's some examples. We can see the cylinders and pistons in a number of these pictures. Along the bottom here. Here in this arm. Here. They're using pressure to pick these up. In the wheelchair. And in this little mechanical shark. Our first law is Pascal's law, which is pressure equals force times area. And anywhere inside a closed system, the pressure is always the same. So here, if I push on this one goes up with the same pressure. If I push here, this one will go up with the same pressure. Here we have Pascal, who came up with this formula. This is the one you'll notice we had on the last page, and then we can rearrange it mathematically to get these other two. You'll notice that the SI unit for pressure is 1 Pascal, which is 1 Newton per meter squared. These units should match right here. Newtons is force, meter squared is area, Pascals is pressure. So in our formula, P is pressure, usually in PSI, pounds per square inch, force in pounds, and area in inches squared. And here's an example. Here's where my area is. We're talking about cross-sectional area, and our force here, and we could find the pressure. How much pressure can be produced in a 3-inch diameter cylinder and 60 pounds of force? So here's the variables that we're starting with. We first need to find area. Notice they usually give us diameter because diameter is easier to measure than radius. So we will have to convert over to radius first to find our area. And notice it does point out here you should, even though they rounded it here, you should always keep your full answer in your calculator for the subsequent steps. So we're going to do force divided by area to find our pressure. And here's our final answer. You could write it pounds per square inch, or you could write PSI. And that's it for part 1.